I didn't plan on making this video. Actually, I didn't even plan on playing this game. I was just scrolling one night, half bored, half procrastinating, when I saw Jinxie playing Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, and my first thought was, wait, people still play this? So I opened Steam, hovered over install, and told myself if I'd check if the servers were alive. That was a lie, because a few matches later, I realized something important. The game wasn't dead. Because booting up Garden Warfare 2 after years feels weird. The menu music hits you and suddenly you're remembering stuff you forgot you even knew. Characters you used to main, maps you swore you memorized, friends you used to play with. I expected empty lobbies, bots, and disappointment. Instead, there was full matches, new players, and veterans running around like they never left. And that's when I started wondering, how did this happen? But before we know that, we need to know how Garden Warfare 2 died. And it wasn't dramatically. There was no big shutdown, no apology video, and no end of service screen. After Battle for Naperville, it just slowly faded. Updates stopped, people move on, and new shooters came on that were louder, faster, and sweatier. Garden Warfare 2 became that game you'd randomly think about once a year and go, man, that was fun. And then you'd forget again. Until one streamer didn't. The streamer that kicked us off wasn't doing a dead game challenge. They weren't farming nostalgia, and they weren't ironic about it at all. They were just playing. Their chat slowly changed from, "Why are you playing this?" to, "Wait, should I reinstall?" Clips started spreading. People realized the servers were still up, and suddenly, Garden Warfare 2 was not a memory anymore. It was a game again. Here's why this comeback stuck. Garden Warfare 2 does not demand your soul like Fortnite. You don't need cracked aim, you don't need to grind ranked, and you don't need to watch a 40-minute meta guide just on how to play Cypher on Bind. You just pick a character, sometimes a literal plant, and cause chaos. In a time where every multiplayer game feels like a second job, Garden Warfare 2 feels like recess, and people miss that more than they realized. Because this wasn't just nostalgia for the game, it was nostalgia for how gaming used to feel. Playing because it was fun, not because there was a battle pass, not because you'd fall behind on the ranked ladder. Seeing Garden Warfare 2 pop back up reminded people of a time when games were just silly. And once that memory unlocked, it spread fast. At some point while playing, I stopped thinking, I'm revisiting this. And I actually started thinking, I actually never finished this. Characters I ignored, modes I skipped, and stuff I was too impatient to learn back then. Because this wasn't just a comeback, it was unfinished business. And that's when I realized that this video was not just about a streamer reviving a game, it was about a game getting a second chance, including for me. But what does this mean for the game? Garden Warfare 2 is not the biggest game on YouTube, and it doesn't need to be. Right now, it's alive. People are playing, and something that was supposed to be over isn't. And honestly, I don't think I'm done with it either. This started out of curiosity, it turned into nostalgia, and now it kind of feels like the beginning of something. I'm not forcing it, I'm not promising anything, but if this comeback keeps going, you might be seeing a lot more Plants vs. Zombies around here. But where is this game going to go in the future? Well, nobody knows. It's still a game with very rundown servers, as Activision and PopCap shut down almost all of them, and that makes it ridiculously hard to find a match. Sometimes I have to wait for 10 plus minutes just to play the game. And that ignores all of the old bugs from it genuinely just being an ancient game. But also, people are starting to question whether or not this game will actually get a sequel, and while some people are starting to think that, I obviously don't. Activision is very invested in Call of Duty and Call of Duty Warzone. and those are just something that they wouldn't stray away on a one-off chance that Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 3 could make them some money. And here's one last thing that I haven't mentioned yet. When I reinstalled Garden Warfare 2, I didn't log into my old account. Not because I didn't want to, but because I couldn't. Somewhere between switching platforms, old emails, and years of not touching the game, my original account is just gone. All the characters I unlocked, all the variants, all the progress, gone. And at first, that really sucked. But the more I think about it, the more it felt weirdly perfect. Because of this comeback, it's not just the game's second chance, it's mine too. No maxed characters, no shortcuts, no nostalgia. Just starting from level 1, learning things properly, and unlocking everything again. The way I never actually did the first time. So yeah, I'm restarting Garden Warfare 2 completely from scratch. And instead of rushing through it, I want to document the whole thing. The good matches, the terrible ones, the dumb decisions, and the characters I swear I'll never play until I do. If this game is really having a second life, I want to be part of it from the beginning again. So, if you want to see that journey from nothing all the way back up, please stick around, because this time, we're doing it properly. All of the footage you've seen in the background is me relearning this game completely from scratch. I would appreciate it if you guys would like and subscribe so that we see more and more videos about this game, because I love it, but it's not worth my time if nobody cares. So, please show me any interaction, and I'll be more than grateful. I'll be documenting every story mode, all of my multiplayer adventures, and every character I unlock. Thank you for watching.